Welcome back to Naming 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of doing Casper last week, we're looking back at a more adult take on a horny ghost in Ghost. Ghost is a 1990 supernatural romance film starring Bodhi from Point Break, G.I. Jane, Guinan from Star Trek The Next Generation, the voice of animated Tarzan, Mr. Vargas from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and Milton from Office Space. The story starts with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, who are attacked in the street by a mugger, and Swayze thinks he warded the guy off, but returns to Demi, who's cradling his lifeless body. Instead of stepping into the light, he chooses to stay as a ghost and try to console her. Sometime later, the mugger breaks into their apartment, and Swayze scares him off by scaring Demi's cat, who can see him for some reason. Swayze follows the mugger, unable to interact with the world, but learns that the mugger was Willie Lopez and the attack was deliberate. Later on, he meets Whoopi Goldberg, who is a fake psychic but can hear him for some reason, so he pesters her to help him tell Demi about the conspiracy. Demi tells the cops, but they don't believe her because of Whoopi's history of being a charlatan. Swayze finds out his friend and co-worker Carl hired the mugger to steal his password so he can launder $4 million in drug money. Carl steals the password book and tries to seduce Demi, so Swayze learns how to affect the physical world from a ghost he fought on the subway. Swayze convinces Whoopi to withdraw the money from Carl's fake account and donate it to charity, so Carl and Willie go to threaten her, but Swayze uses his new ghost powers against them, causing Willie to run into the street and get struck by a truck, and his ghost gets pulled to hell by a bunch of shadows. Back at Demi's, Whoopi allows Swayze to possess her so they can dance and, the pottery scene before Carl breaks in and Swayze ghost powers him into attacking wildly with a metal hook that shatters some glass that then impales him. Then the crazy shadow things drag Carl to hell too. Swayze then gets the light to go to heaven again, telling Demi he loves her before walking into the light. And that's Ghost in a Namely 90s Minute. More or less. Join us again next Tuesday for another Namely 90s Minute. Remember, you can always hear these a day early and full episodes of Namely 90s on all major podcasting platforms. And most of the small ones too. Please subscribe and do all the other YouTube things. Bell ringing, share, like, subscribe, that sort of stuff. And we'll catch you next time.